Oh yeah, it feels great.
Good News in Oakland here with Mr. Jim Brown, former Cleveland Browns, just Hall of Famer. I heard you were characterized as like Superman. It's a pleasure to have Superman here today in the city of Oakland at Monaghan's for the NFL Legends. Mr. Brown, talk to us about what it means to be here in Oakland on today, you know, for a fundraiser for Amer-I-Can.
It's a great feeling. I got a lot of my contemporaries here with me, you know, even from the sports writers world, you know, and it's kind of fun, but it's serious because we're raising money for Amer-I-Can that stops gang violence and educate our kids to get them to get their grade point averages up, get their attendance up. You know, dropouts, that's something we can't afford in America. So I'm having a great time because we have a little, you know, a little running joke going on and got a little machoism going on. So it's a great day for me and my wife to be here.
Well, we're glad to have you and your wife here. I heard that you just carried the ball so phenomenally. And what would you tell other football players here today in Oakland about just playing football and what it means to play well?
First things, forget about the money. Don't play the game for the money. Play the game because it's a great game. Dedicate yourself to it, be in the top physical condition, and have a sharp mind. It takes physicality and mentality. That combination will make you successful. Don't think about your size. Don't worry about anybody else. Just do the best that you can do. Never not have determination, because determination is absolutely necessary in any high pro activity like football or basketball or any contact sport.
Now, you talk about determination. Amer-I-Can, what kind of determination did it take for you to start the organization? What are you focused on with that organization outside of gang prevention?
Well, I focus on education because I'm an educated man. I took great pride in the fact that I graduated in 4 years, and at graduation I was in my ROTC uniform. Everybody else had their caps and gowns and so forth and so on. I was class marshal. But I emphasize education, knowledge, wisdom. And when you acquire knowledge and wisdom and you put education at the forefront, it's very difficult to be a slave. And see, so many people put money out there, they become gladiators, and they lose their dignity, they lose their culture, they lose the understanding of family, the value of family. And if you look at the African American community, I think we're probably the only community that don't really take pride in having a community. Because you have Jewish town, you have Koreatown, you have Ethiopia town, you have Chinatown. But sometimes in our own neighborhoods, our own young people kill each other. And that's not something that we can allow. And I'm an advocate, like I say, of education. When you're educated, you're never going to commit genocide on your people.
That's good news. Education is good news in Oakland. And lastly, Monaghan's here is a place in Oakland. And talk about the good news it is to have this event here in the city of Oakland. What does it mean to host it here in Oakland?
Well, I'll tell you, Oakland is a great city. It has an interesting history because in the civil rights movement, you had a lot of passion from the kids in your colleges in this area. You were like leaders. You had Panthers, Black Panthers, and you had Huey and elders and all the boys up here, and there was a consciousness, a political consciousness. And freedom, equality, and justice was something that this area stood for and fought for. So it's a very interesting area because young people were at the forefront of the civil rights movement from this particular area. And I used to come up, and when Huey was killed, I came up at the invitation of his family, and I stayed in with his grandmother and a little baby. And the next day I gave the remembrance at this gathering that they had. So I have fond memories of this area, and I like Al Davis. Al is a friend of mine, and a lot of people don't understand him, but he's my guy. And he has those great flashes of genius, and he's different. But I think you should know that Al takes care of some of his players that need help, and he's that kind of person. If you need help, he'll help you. But he is an individual thinker, and I like individual thinkers, so I have a good time in this area.
That is awesome. And you know what? It's a pleasure to have you on Good News in Oakland. If you didn't know, this is Mr. Jim Brown, who the last time Cleveland had a championship was when he was there. Mr. Jim Brown is right here in the city of Oakland, right here at Monaghan's. That's the good news in Oakland.
The good news in Oakland. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good news in Oakland! Oh yeah, it feels great.